That island really took good care of us.
We took care of ourselves, too.
What are you up to, CT?
Oh, just finishing up the chart.
The new course line, eh? What'd you write for the last 10 days?
Just shipwrecked. I didn't have enough room for everything that happened.
You need a journal.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. There's work to do.
I hate to see this end.
It's a little embarrassing. Well, I finally got my research grant.
Yeah?
And look what happens. We stopped data collection a month early. I almost get everybody killed. I lose an expensive radio tag.
Whoa, wait a minute. We got a ton of data that we still have to analyze. Census figures, fluke IDs, behavior observation. A day and a half of close observation on the radio tag.
Which almost got us wrecked.
You take credit for the storm, too? Well, don't forget, this group you led survived that storm. Made it through 10 days on a remote island, fending for themselves.
I kind of like how you put things, Ramon.
Shut that. This year. 021, July 1978.
Did you find all the fluke photographs?
All 182.
I can't believe it. They were all over the place after the storm.
How's your stuff going?
Oh, good. But Ann and I want to work on the thermoclines up in the sun. Come up when you can.
Right.
Arthur, look at this.
Time for a little shut-eye. Take the wheel, will you, mate?
What? What do I do? Grandpa! Grandpa!
Just keep it on 310. Steady as she goes.
What's up?
Look down there.
Yes, I recognize it. It's crystal. So?
This is taken in 1980, and here's a picture of crystal in 1982.
It's the same whale.
Wait a minute.
Look. The stars are alive. See? But the black and white pattern are different.
Here's another one that's changed. A bullet. 1980. 1981. Again, the black and white patterns have changed, but the notches and scratches are the same.
Increíble. They've changed.
Over a couple of years, you can mistake it for a different whale.
It's an important discovery you guys made.
Sally Ruth made it.
Not really. We both did it together.
Unbelievable. The rest of them in your cabin?
On the bank.
Unbelievable.
We did it.
I'm gonna see if I can get some music.
Do it. Just not too loud, okay?
Right. That sounds like the radio tag.
Hey, Arthur, can you handle the jib sheets? We're coming about.
Sure.
Oh, Ann, Just the person I was looking for. I want you to look at these fluke shots.
I think it's still attached.
Nah, it must have fallen off the wheel days ago.
The only reason it stops now and then is because sometimes it's hidden by the waves.
Also, I must have just missed it in between waves.
Well, Eric will be happy.
Sure.
He'll be happy.
It's a lucky break.
Yeah. Let's pick it up.
Okay.
Mr. Granville, would you come right 15 degrees, please?
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's over there. There.
Hey, Ramon. You finally caught something.
Yeah, but can we eat it? COCHRAN. Okay, here's the telegram. Onshore, stop. We'll be home in a week. Stop. We'll write tonight. Stop. Love, Sally Ruth. Right. Thank you. It's all set.
Okay, thank you, Albert.
Oh, guess it's my turn. Sure hope my mother's not too worried.
No,
She's
no,
supposed to
Mother.
take it easy. Just,
Yeah, yes, Mother.
yep.
I'm just fine, Mother. Yeah.
Collect.
No.
Tyler.
Mother!
It's good to hear your voice, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Okay, now don't be too worried. I'm all right. Grandpa's all right. It was just a little... Huh?
Yeah, yes, Mother.
Been where? Aunt Polly's for a week?
Mother!
I mean, you didn't hear about... No, nothing's wrong.
You guys wait up.
Gotta go, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to you tonight.
Me too.
Oh, hey, Mom, I saw hundreds of whales, and I learned how to steer a ship, and I can keep a course, and I can raise sails, and I climbed up this mast on the boat, and the mast is real high.
I guess that does it.
Yep.
Hey, what's the story?
Eric left the Institute 4 hours ago. He should be here any minute.
Cab's on its way. Bus leaves at 7:10.
Listen, you guys, I have a couple things I want to say. Mostly, I want to congratulate you all. Because despite all our problems, we learned a lot.
We learned Captain Granville can sing.
Yeah, and Arthur can't.
I mean about whales.
This changing fluke pattern discovery you guys made will shake up a lot of our fellow researchers.
And Rachel's XPT data are very interesting.
And CT helped too.
As a matter of fact, I think that our work is good enough to get research money for another voyage.
Maybe Greenland next summer.
That's great, you guys.
What?
That's great.
What do you mean, you guys? You don't want to come?
Yes!
Hi.
Swiss Family Robinson, I presume.
Eric!
Hey, I was really worried about you guys. But you don't look any worse for the wear.
Oh, we managed. But one does tire of lobster every day.
It's good to have you back.
Are you glad to see that?
Oh, I sure am.
Here comes your taxi.
Uh-oh. I can't believe it's really over.
Well, it's not. We'll keep in touch.
So there.
Okay, Arthur.
I'm not going to cry.
Me either. Not much. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
You two were great.
How do we say goodbye?
So, just say until next time. Until
next time.
Yeah. Take care.
Okay.
Till next time.
You did a good job. Bye.
Can't believe I'm gonna miss a little squirt like you.
Bye. Bye, Rachel.
Do you want me to put some shaping gear on that spring line?
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna miss her.
She'll miss you. We both will.
What you're gonna miss is that bus.
Good luck, Rachel.
Fuck me. See you later.
So nice.
Take care.
Bye. Bye, Rachel.
Spencer,
And Grandpa,
good luck.
see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Captain Granville, we really couldn't have asked for a better captain. You free next summer?
Be a pleasure. Ramon?
See you soon, Captain. You too, pal.
Goodbye, Captain. You promise to visit me?
I
We have something for you.
Journal. Thanks, you guys.
It's from all of us.
For your next voyage.
Thanks.
Goodbye, CT.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go.
CT, I think you and me ought to find a nice little restaurant to get ourselves some shoreside rations.
Think we can find a place that serves seaweed? Grandpa,
Yeah?
I think I'd like to be a sailor when I grow up.
Had a good start.
Or a scientist.
Why not do both?
Well, the voyage of the Mimi's over. First voyage, anyway. I'm Ben Affleck, and I had a lot of fun playing the role of CT. I hope we have another voyage so I can do it again. This is the Mimi's winter home in Gloucester, Massachusetts. In fact, she really is called the Mimi. Also, the man who owns her is the man who played the part of Captain Granville. His name is Peter Marston, and he's just what he told CT he could be, a sailor and a scientist. recognized Mimi in the snow when I came to visit Peter.
I lost her in Gloucester by the sea. I told her that I loved her, and she said that she loved me. But this ship was loaded, and so...
The first thing we had to do was shovel a path to his front door. He was living aboard his boat with his wife, 2 daughters, a son-in-law, and 1 grandson. But on this day, he was alone.
This is something we didn't have to put up with in Maine. We thought it was cold in Maine.
Peter's scientific specialty is magnets and magnetic fields. I always liked playing with magnets, so I had a lot of questions for him. What's the biggest magnet in the world?
Well, I guess the biggest magnet in the world would be the world.
What do you mean?
The Earth is a magnet.
It is? What's this doing down here, Pete?
Oh, I always bring that in the winter. Keep it out of the ice and snow.
What was that you were talking about, Earth being a magnet or something?
That's right. That's what makes that compass work. If the Earth wasn't a magnet, we wouldn't be able to navigate with that compass. Let's see, I think in my pocket here somewhere, I've got a couple of little permanent magnets. Even a little magnet like that is much more powerful than the Earth's magnetic field. So I can control the direction of this compass. With this magnet, I can make the north pole of that compass point to this magnet.
Oh, that's neat. Can I try that?
Sure. You try it.
Hey, Peter, wait a minute. It's not working. It's going to the South Pole.
Well, I played a little trick on you, Ben.
What do you mean?
What I did was turn this magnet around before I gave it to you. All magnets have 2 poles.
You mean like the Earth?
That's right. A north pole and a south pole. Slide over. I'll show you how they work. Now, unlike poles, north poles and south poles attract one another. See how those pull together? Mm-hmm. I'll bring that up close to that. Now, like poles, if I were to put together, I mean, a north pole and a north pole, or a south pole and a south pole, and they repel.
That's neat.
See what they'd like to attract to one another, so it'll turn around and come to it. So all magnets have 2 poles, a north pole and a south pole. Hand me that globe over there.
Okay. Peter really meant it when he said the Earth is a magnet. It has a weak magnetic field with poles at the top and at the bottom. And it affects the same metals any magnet does. Iron, nickel, and cobalt. No one really knows for sure just why our planet acts like a magnet. But it has to do with the fact that at the center of our Earth is a molten core of iron and nickel.
It's that behavior, that fact that the Earth acts like a magnetic field that enables us to navigate with a simple instrument like this.
A compass needle is really just a little bar magnet that can move freely on a pivot. One end is always attracted to the north and the other to the south.
So if you imagine this magnet was in the center of the Earth and this compass was on the surface of the Earth, you then can see that this compass always lines up with the poles of the Earth.
That's neat.
Here's another trick. Just hold that dowel about like that. These magnets are all sticking to one another now, right?
Right.
So they must be all north-south, all unlike poles together. Well, I'll take half of these off, and I'll turn them around.
Uh-huh.
So now there are like poles there, right?
Peter showed me how magnetic force can be used to suspend objects. That's how some magic tricks work.
There's one set there, and there's the other set there.
It's not falling down.
You can move it up and down, and they'll move together.
Oh, neat. It looks like it's floating.
That's right. People are building trains that are magnetically levitated instead of having wheels.
Oh, you
They
mean
just ride over magnetic tracks using this same
they would
principle.
have to be strong magnets, though, wouldn't they?
Yes, they're very strong magnets.
Oh, that's neat. Peter works at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. in a laboratory called the Plasma Fusion Center.
So this is where you work, huh?
This is it.
What do you do here?
I mostly just mess around with magnets.
The magnets he uses aren't like the little ones we played with. Those are permanent magnets, and they are always magnetic. Peter works with electromagnets, which you can turn on and off.
You see that? Actually, if you'd like, we can make a little electromagnet, I think.
Really?
It's a bar of steel is another bar of steel. There's no force between them. We can't pick up that key.
Right.
Now, I told you before that to make an electromagnet, all you have to do is wrap a coil of wire around a piece of steel. So here we've got a piece of steel.
Right.
And I have some wire here, and I have it hooked up to another power supply. So let's see if this will work.
But
First, I'm going to just make a coil, which is just wrapping this wire around this piece of steel.
it won't work if it's coated, will it?
Well, that's just insulation. But you can't insulate magnetic fields and magnetic forces. And the current's still going to flow through this wire. So here I've got a coil wrapped around a piece of steel. And I'm going to turn on this power supply and see if we made a magnet. How about that?
Oh,
It
wow. Can I try?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Let me turn it off and see if it drops. Catch it.
Okay. Hey, let me hold it.
Okay, hold these two wires together so it stays together.
All right, turn it on.
Okay.
All right, turn it off.
You ready?
Yep. That's neat. So it's just the electricity traveling around the iron that makes the magnetic field.
That's right. Now let me show you something else.
The more turns of wire, or the bigger the iron core, or the more electricity you put in, the stronger the magnet. This one was strong even when the power was on low.
Slowly to the magnet. Maybe a little bit closer.
Whoa. Wow. When Peter increased the current, and I tried my knife on it, the magnetic force was a lot stronger than I was.
There's another knife for my collection. Now you just keep pulling.
All right.
Well, just because I like you, Ben. Keep pulling on that. All of that force and all of that power comes from a little bit of electric current flowing in these coils.
Even this electromagnet is small compared to the ones Peter usually works with. He's part of a team that's trying to develop a new source of energy for the future. It's the same energy that makes the sun shine. It's called nuclear fusion.
Basically, what we're trying to do is recreate the same energy source as the sun here on Earth. So we're trying.
When something is heated, its atoms move around faster. In the sun, atoms of hydrogen fly around so fast that when they bang into each other, they fuse together. And when they fuse, they release a lot of energy.
So we're trying to create a very, very hot gas that we call a plasma inside this device.
How hot does it get in here?
We have to heat this up to something on the order of 70 million degrees Celsius. And that's actually somewhat hotter than the temperature of the sun.
70 million? There's no way it could get hotter than the sun. The whole thing would melt. The whole building would melt.
Well, that is a problem, and that's why they call it magnetic fusion. The only way we can contain that hot gas is in a magnetic field. So that gas never touches the walls of this chamber.
Any gas that's heated up enough becomes a cloud of electrically charged particles called a plasma. And because it's electrically charged, it can be affected by a magnetic field.
And that's what this whole device is, a whole series of magnets. Each one of these creates a magnetic field.
Oh, I see. So the magnetic pressure from all those circle magnets holds the plasma in a...
That's very close to being exactly right. We'll make a scientist out of you yet, Ben.
Wait, this is a magnet?
Yeah, these are part of these end plugs, anchors that create a very strong field here so the plasma can't leak out the ends of this system. You won't be able to pick up your knife with this magnet. It's not turned on.
Oh.
This is an electromagnet. There's a big coil of wire, and when we turn the magnet on, a lot of current flows through that wire.
Oh, I see. So
And that creates the magnetic field. It's not a permanent magnet.
what would happen if you turned it on?
I think we'd both be in big trouble. It would probably pull that knife right out of your pocket. Or if your pants didn't tear, you'd be stuck right up there against this magnet and wouldn't be able to get away.
How did you learn all this, Peter? Did you go to college?
Well, yeah, I did go to college. Actually, I'm not really involved with the physics of these machines. My job is to design these big magnetic devices.
It's amazing what this invisible force, magnetism, can do. It helps us find our way around our planet. It might someday hold a little piece of sun power. And it's also just a lot of fun to play with.
We'll think of them cold nor'westers on the banks of Newfoundland. What do you want for lunch, Ben? How about tuna fish?
Great.
And there blows some cold nor'westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
Pete! Hey, Peter.